I think it's kind of healing up fairly nicely. You can't really see it because of the scruff. Hey everybody, it's Friday. I have not shaved this portion of my face since I cut myself with these on Monday. Now, these are all spoken for now. I had 5 different complete idiots ask for these. No, you can have them. You can have them. I'm going to send them out to you coming up soon. But yeah, shavettes, I think we've all decided, are not great for a full face shave, but they're good for, like, you know, getting the edge of your sideburns if you're a barber. All right, so those will be going out soon. So no, I haven't shaved this portion. Oh, it's starting to, see how that does? I got this, I just have my camera set up. It's not even a camera, it's a phone. A phone, a camera phone? I have not shaved this portion of my face, and especially right here, because I'm a little bit scared. I don't want to reopen this cut. It wasn't terrible, but it was a flap. There was a, oh, let's not talk about it. Anyway, today what I'm gonna do is shave all around here. Now, I'm gonna shave this off next week. I'm not gonna keep this till No Shave November, but I will be doing No Shave November. When? In November. Yeah, so I'll at least go until Monday with this goatee. But today I'm gonna be shaving with just a hodgepodge of stuff. Because I have this semi-tiny baby goatee, I have to use a little bit of beard oil on it so it doesn't get itchy. So I have this Sterling Barbershop beard oil, which I'll use afterwards. I'm going to be using some UK shaving cream from Boots, the chemist. I think I asked this before. Do you still say chemist, or do you say, what do you say? Pharmacy? What do you say over there in the UK now? I know it used to be chemist. But anyway, this came from Boots. It's the Cool Cologne Lather Shave Cream that Martin sent to me. Thank you. Your gifts keep on giving, Martin. Gonna lather it up with the West Coast Shaving Brush, the Jolly Rancher. And the razor is from the wetshavingclub.com. Now, if you watched an earlier video, I used their was it $12? Yeah, their $12 razor, which is a Chinese one. This one is their artisanal small batch razor. I know those words get used a lot in there, you know, artisanal and small batch. This is engineered, designed in the USA and made in the USA. And the fellow that designed it, you know, has a hand in making them, and he only makes 100 a month. So that's what this is. We're gonna try it out. I've actually been trying it out on the sly. Let's go ahead and put the razor blade in here. So this is a 3-piece razor. It's got a little short handle. I want to show you next to the slim. It's even shorter than the slim. See that? It's got a 3-inch handle on it. The other one that the Wet Shaving Club offers has that long handle that was a little too long for me because I like to put my pinky underneath the bottom there to kind of hold it. It's 3-piece, so you got the handle, then you got the 2-piece head. I'm going to put a brand new feather blade into it, and here's how I do that on a 3-piece, in case you're wondering, in case you haven't watched before. Make sure you get the bottom portion of the 3-piece razor, the bottom portion of the head, correct on there, because if it's upside down, it might not work. I had a friend of the channel, Mike, I sent him a razor this past week, and he tried it out. He said it was really mild, it wasn't working that great, and then he realized he had the bottom portion upside down. He figured it out, got it right. Now I'm making sure that the blade is even on both sides without cutting myself, because you want to make sure, see that silver? That's the blade. You got this kind of matte silver than the shiny. You got to make sure it's even on both sides. Even though there are guides on these razors, sometimes the top can get a little off kilter. So you kind of really have to eyeball it and make sure that it's going on properly, because you don't want to slice yourself in front of a viewing audience. Yeah, learned that the hard way. What am I doing here? Oh gosh, I gotta start this up. Okay, I'll be right back. Something I've learned the hard way from doing these videos is that you should pay attention when you're doing something. So I wanted to make sure that I got that. Got it! Okay, so this is their $59. They just dropped the price from $89 to $59. So it's 59 bucks, made in the USA. You buy that, it also gives you 105 razor blades. All right, enough talk, let's shave. Took a shower, did my hair, put some hot water up on my beard, and I'm gonna take out the Cool Cologne Lather Shave Cream from Boots over in the UK. Thanks again, Martin. Also, cheers and a shout out to Rob in Suffolk, England. Another fine viewer from the UK. All right, so this is a tube, as you can see, pardon me. I haven't used this yet. I opened it to smell it, and it's got like a clean, soapy smell to it. You can probably get this in your local Boots over there in the UK. Or Tesco or somewhere else. I had somebody say, how do you know about Tesco? I was like, well, I've been to London a couple of times. And I love convenience stores. I don't know why. That's what we call them over here. We call them convenience stores. Okay, so like a toothbrush, because I'm going to face lather with this. Just put a little bit on the top. Maybe that's not enough. We'll see. If it's not, I'll add some more. And we'll lather up. Now it says it's cool. So maybe that means there's a little bit of menthol in there. I'm not feeling any menthol necessarily. But maybe there is. That seemed like enough. Even though it was just a little bit. It's lathering up pretty well. Yeah. Just the right amount. Maybe too much water. It's kind of leaking down my arm, but that's all right. If you're not making a little bit of a mess, you're not having much fun, are you? Okay. Now let's try out, I'm getting my little notes here, wetshavingclub.com. They're $59. This is their high-end USA made. It's beautiful. Beautiful design. Look at that. And it's small. All right, let's give it a shot. Now, like I said, I have shaved with this. And it feels very good. And it's mild. I thought it might, because it's not adjustable, I thought it might be a little bit more aggressive. Just from the look of it. But it's actually fairly mild. And I have not had, knock on wood, one nick from this thing. And I've used it about 5 or 6 times because I wanted to get a real good idea of it. Of course, today will be the day that I nick myself. You know what I forgot? I forgot I wasn't going to shave this area. I almost started shaving that area. Did you see that? Were you watching like, stop! Stop! All right, I'm going to shave around it. Whew. You know, see? What was I just saying? What was I just saying? Pay attention when you're shaving. Gosh, okay. I almost shaved right over. I was going to say my wound, but it's not really a wound now. Come on. Let's not call it that. All right, I'm just going to do this so I remember. I came real close, y'all. Real close. Anyway, so this feels very good. It's you know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of like a baby Rockwell. Now here's my Rockwell, and I'll tell you why, because the metal is like a similar kind of a brushed gray. It's kind of like, there's the head difference on the Rockwell. This one's a lot lighter and a lot shorter actually. This is a very short, this is almost a travel razor size. Interesting, when you go about designing a razor, I wonder how they decide how long the handle's gonna be. I didn't get a ton of information on the engineer and designer of this, except that he is here in the United States. And he has a hand in their construction and probably their manufacture. It doesn't mean he makes every one by hand, but they only make 100 a month. But if you go to wetshavingclub.com website, there might be a little bit more information. I perused it a couple of times, looking a little bit more in depth, but you can ask them if you have any questions. 59 bucks plus 105 razor blades. That's a much better price than 89. They just dropped it because they realized that was a bit too much. You know, it's a little cost prohibitive when you start getting up near 100. You know, and if you're like me, you can't just go throwing around, you know, $100 bills right and left, especially when you already have a bunch of fantastic razors. But thanks again to Wet Shaving Club for sending this to me. All right, first pass. Feeling good. Okay, I'm going to remember not to, when I do this next pass, I'm not going to lather up my goatee area, okay? Oh, gosh. That was close. Can't have 2 bloody episodes in a row. There were a lot of people that were a little bit squeamed out, couldn't watch beyond when I actually cut myself. Having said all that, it wasn't that bad. It just bled, you know. It's kind of like when if you're playing football and you smack heads together, American football, or European soccer, whatever. Head wounds bleed profusely. I'm pretty good in English, but sometimes I forget. All right. Cross the grain. It's a very smooth, it has a similar feel to the Rockwell too as it glides across my face. I think it's the smooth guard. See that little blade guard there? I think it's a combination of the matte finish stainless steel, which I assume is stainless steel. Dang, I should look that up. It's the matte finish metal that gives you that feeling where there's a slight drag, so it feels like you have control over it. It's a beautifully designed. For years I was a graphic designer, and You know, once a graphic designer, always a graphic designer, because then all your friends ask you to do stuff for them, and your wife is asks her to do projects. So I love a good design. I really appreciate a beautifully designed object or graphic logo. And this is a beautifully designed object. I'm just dropping. So the scent of this, what's it called again? The Cool Cologne, is like a mild cologne smell. It's a mild cologne, soapy scent, not too strong, because I don't like those, you know, real cologne-y. Is that a word? Cologne-y? I went to school with a girl named Cologne. It's not a real strong cologne scent, so that's nice. And this is, like I said, it's a mild razor, but it does a good job. It cuts through and it feels like you have good control over it at all times. So that's nice. All right, I'm going for 3. Going for 3. Thank you. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about. You try making a video and talking for 20 minutes to no one but your iPhone and your medicine cabinet and your toothbrush. That's what it is. I set up my little, you can't see it, but I set up like little Barbasol cans. I set my toothbrush, and those are my friends. Those are my friends. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Am I? All right. Now, I could have used, see how it's getting a little bit thin on this third pass? I could have used some more soap. I was being a little too stingy with it. Hey, it's made in Nottingham. Nottingham, not Nottingham. That's what us Americans would say. Y'all from Nottingham? Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh, you know when I start doing silly accents that things have gone off the rails. I said shout out to Rob in Suffolk, right? I said that right, I didn't say Suffolk. I've watched enough British comedies, Monty Python over the years to have some semblance of British place name pronunciations. Plus being a voiceover actor, I gotta get it right on that first take. I kind of pride myself in that. All right, across the grain, you notice that? I don't normally go across the grain on my neck because it's usually uncomfortable, but with this razor, it's allowing me to do it because it's a good combination of mild but not too mild. Against and up the grain on the old cheeks. Near the scene of the crime from Monday. There's still police tape around this section of my chin. I think this would make a good gift, this razor in this package. I mean, you don't get a brush or a bowl or anything like that. But if you're thinking about Dad this holiday season, or your brothers or your uncles, you can't go wrong. 59 bucks for a handmade razor and made in the USA. If that's important to you, which it is to a lot of us here in the States, we like to try to buy local and all that stuff when we can. Good gift. All right, let's just do a last check of the problem areas that I always have. No nicks. I didn't get any nicks. Woo! Dodged a bullet on that one, saying that it never got a nick from it. And no, I'm not going to do any fake cutting myself like I have in the past. I apologize, the boy who cried wolf. I always have some whiskers left right around here. Take those down. You don't want to overshave so you get razor burn. But luckily, my skin's pretty, yeah. So that's just a preview. You see what's left? Oh, that's soap. I thought that was gray hair for a second. You see the little, can you tell there's a little bit of a goatee? A little bit, that's a preview for the upcoming No Shave November, where I will be growing a full ZZ top beard within a month. That's how fast I grow hair. Okay, cold water. Oh, it feels good. Now, no nicks, no razor burn. What aftershave we're gonna use? My goodness, I don't think I chose an aftershave. Oh, I'm gonna use this, my favorite, Cremo. But I gotta use a little bit of the barbershop scented sterling beard and pre-shave oil. You can use it for either. What I like to do is do this on my finger and then spread it around so I have a little bit more control over it. Now the scent of this, it doesn't smell like anything I've ever smelled in a barbershop. It smells like candy. It smells very much like cotton candy. Or even like, I think my kids had this, one of those squishy squeeze toys you can buy these days that's scented, like fruit scented. It smells like something like that. So I can't say I'm a huge fan of the scent. Things shouldn't smell like cotton candy unless they are cotton candy. Candy floss. See, I'm trying to be more respectful to our UK viewers. Candy floss. Fairy lights. How about that? I just heard about this thing in Australia called fairy bread. Fairy bread? Do you guys know what that is? I'm not going to tell you. Just look it up. That looks like something an American would come up with. All right, Cremo. Post Shave Balm, my absolute favorite lotion. Now, not alcohol-based, but my favorite lotion aftershave. Put that on. Even though I put the shave oil in, I'll go ahead and rub over what little bit of whiskers I have around here. Oh man, that's, you know what? That's a good combination. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the barbershop scent from Sterling, that and this together smells pretty good. All right. Well, sorry, didn't get to use this time, but I just, like I said, I got my little friends lined up here. Pat them on the head. All right, everybody. Well, I think that's it. No blood this time. No blood. I was very careful and got a great shave. So thanks to the people at wetshavingclub.com. Here's the razor once again, all clean and shiny. Look at that. Looks like a commercial for something. For old man raising. What? I don't know. Old man shaving is what I meant to say. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Hey, the cool weather is almost here. This weekend, I might do a hangout this coming Saturday night because it's going to be cold outside. Finally, fall has arrived here in Texas. Today it's going to be about 95 degrees Fahrenheit again, but cold front tomorrow. Anyway, if I don't see you this weekend, I will see you all on Monday. But check out my channel, see if I go live sometime Saturday night after the kids go to bed. So after 8 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the US. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you on Monday.